I guess Surgeon Simulator. Because it looks like they only want short ones. Alrighty. Let's get a new run going. Welcome to my I Am Fish submission. I'm PootLoops. This is I Am Fish. I already said that. This is the opening cutscene. I Am Bread related, Surgeon Simulator related. I'll talk about it in a bit, but it's not part of the run. So let's go to the main map and get the run started. 3, 2, 1, start. Alrighty. As we skip the first cutscene, we are off in the bowl. Goldfish finds out it can move. It's separated from its 3 fishy friends, must get to the ocean and reunite with its friends. That's the premise of the game. These fish did eat the bread from I Am Fish. That one did not. Say hi to Scotty. Which made them smart. I'm not saying Scotty's dumb, but Scotty doesn't know. Because he didn't eat the bread. Definitely submit this over. Oh, okay. So I was talking about another event. RNL in the chat is talking about the AGDQ one-off thing, and I thought that this game might be a little bit too long. Should be ideally around an hour 30. As we do our first respawn here. We're gonna get quiet here and just listen to the conversation.
I haven't gone for petrol in days. What if another one blows up?
Piranha Council said it was a freak accident. It was the middle of the night and no one was there. Wasn't some idiot lighting a cigarette?
That's worse though, isn't it? That means nobody blew up a petrol station.
Okay, so there we heard about a petrol station blowing up and nobody being there. And if you've ever played or seen I Am Bread, you may recall a petrol station level. That first scene, it had Bob come into a bakery, and 2 special loaves were given to Bob. One goes home with Bob, and that is the bread from I Am Bread. The other is fed to these fish, which makes them super smart and stuff. We'll hear a little bit more lore about that later, but just some I Am Bread references. So I Am Bread, a lot of people call it this is a sequel to I Am Bread, but according to the cutscenes and all of this, this happens before, in the middle of, during all of that. I understand, RNL. I know. Trust me, there will be mistakes in my submission run. Here we're going to do a quick little skip, jump to that bush a little bit early. Normally if you roll the way in, you get really deep and stuck on that bush. Ideally, you just barely touch the bush, but if you do it too soon, you do crash. When your bowl breaks, we don't have any cracks in the bowl right now, the fish will need air, and it will basically just flop around and suffocate. Really grim. Coming up is our favorite little bit of RNG, and we are going to make like all the cool kids and not look both ways before we cross. Disclaimer, always look both ways before you cross. Although I'll have to say, it seems to be just my tradition to always try to not look when I play this game. That will not always be first try, but I can usually get it in the first 3. So, we escaped the ocean, which is great, except we're still stuck in the jar. And a child finds us and decides that the best place for a fish is the attic. Put the fish in the attic and forget about them. And we were all happy up here until they didn't feed us. We are actually going to be skipping checkpoints for this whole level. The way the checkpoints work is if you skip 1, which we do here to save 15 seconds maybe, you don't get any more checkpoints. Now, in a marathon, I may not do this. But this level is pretty safe to do so, which is why I do it now. Yes, I know the real reason. The real reason RNL wants... Okay, he has to hide the fish from his parents, but if I remember being a child, I would have done that and I would have forgotten about the fish. So... Either way, that kid's going to be very confused when he sees the fish has escaped. Now, I don't know if donations are read at this marathon, but if they are, perfect time to do so. Definitely forgot about the fish. Yeah, absolutely. By the looks of that attic, it looks like people forgot about that attic. It is dusty. Not that I think everybody cleans their attic. Anyways, here we are in the sewers. There is trash in the sewers. We need to avoid it because it will slow us down, and also if we do not shake the trash off, which we do by hitting a wall, it will suffocate us kind of in the same way not being in water does. And that's a perfect little sewer section, almost. Could have had a better jump at the end. But we didn't hit any trash. Usually, I hit something. Here's another pipe section. In some pipe sections, there are tech. For these, none that I'm aware of. RNL, world record holder in the chat, let me know if I'm wrong. And we're on to our second vehicle, which is the bucket. And our friend Greg's favorite thing in the world. Why?
Huh?
I don't know.
Please, don't make me run. Please, don't make me run.
So, in this point, we are trying to not get kicked by Greg, because he loves his bucket so much, he shows his affection through anger. He kicks the bucket.
Hey!
So if he catches up to us, we're doomed, but he's not going to do that, because we're speedrunning. So right now I'm going too fast, which kind of just disallowed my controls. And as we hit the final stretch, we're going to swim down a little bit and hopefully not get flung out too early.
My bucket!
Yep. That was the tech I was referring to. You can hold up to, going out of a pipe to get a little bit more distance. I really don't think it helps in that situation because sometimes it honestly just overshoots you. So we go on to our final Goldfish exclusive level, Goldfish 3. How's the bucket, Greg?
My poor bucket.
Aw, it doesn't have any money. That was lame. It was lame. Okay. All right. Right here, we're going to do another respawn to save some time. Oops. As we lose some time as well. Dad jokes, I guess. So, as I mentioned, this game has some I Am Bread and Sturgeon Simulator references. Oh, look, it's Scotty, our fish friend. So, Bob buys Scotty. Because this is Bob's house. How do we know? Just a guess. Just a guess. You may recognize this room. Now, Scotty is, I don't know if he's, I know one of the individual level runners absolutely despises Scotty because Scotty, he's a little quirky. He tends to give us a difficult time with movement, and we also have to do a skip with him that is not difficult, but it is dependent on him deciding not to ruin it. It's really fun. So there's that last little bit of platforming. We're going to try to skip it with the Scotty Rock Skip is what this is called. We get on top of the rocks. That's the first part. And now we just have to hope Scotty does not push away, which he started to do at the end. But he has blessed the run. It's a little thing that we like to... a little superstition in the speedrun for this game. See? Scotty blessed the run, which is why that car didn't hit me. When Scotty blesses the run, that means you continue. If Scotty does not bless the run, you reset, even if you're ahead on time. But we give it a couple tries, usually. Ooh, awkward. We missed the respawn. So I'm just going to go down this side. I usually don't do this, but... lost a little bit of time there. Scotty has blessed the run. The story of Scotty's name, right there in chat, the person who named it. Oh, shoot, cars, forgot. Just kidding, we don't get hit here. It's impossible. It's great. Wait, actually, that looked like it was kind of close. Usually, the cars, like, despawn and they don't even show close to you. I wonder if anyone's ever gotten hit there. I really don't think it's possible. Alright, bye, Scotty. Alright, on to our next vehicle, our third vehicle. Fourth, if you count swimming normally. We have our jar. We'll miss Scotty, but we'll see Scotty again. It's no worries. Here's some more NPCs talking about they're talking about Yellowton Market.
Oh yeah, I saw Doris
We'll be
before.
seeing Yellowton Market next level.
That is right at the Yep. The Warzar River goes way up onto the moors. Hard to believe it runs up out in the channel.
For the I Am Fishers wondering, yes, I'm going to go in speedrun order instead of story order, which is generally better for marathons, but ooh, that's kind of awkward. Alright, but we made it. So that little slope kind of rolls weirdly. You can slide around and stuff. It's just not very fun. But we made it. Alright. Now there's some really fun skips in this area. I've mentioned it a bunch of times, but there's one called the Moto Skip, and in a marathon setting I'd be willing to try it at least once. For today I'm gonna skip it because frankly the odds of it are minuscule. It's inconsistent. I say that and some of us have gotten it to seem consistent, but I'm not even quite sure because we probably need to do like a lab day or something. But basically we would roll off here, hit the rocks, fly across the road, maybe get hit by a car, maybe not, and end the level early. We still are going to end the level early, just not that way. Ooh, as we almost end the run early. Haha. For whatever reason, I've been struggling in this particular section, but that's okay. We make it. Beautiful. I'm slowing it down just a little bit because I want to try and turn this nicely. Very nice. Alright, and we are ending the level early here. Normally you have to go to the very end of all the scaffolding and ooh, yeah, we're good. The whole thing will fall down. There we go, but instead we're going to do that. That's pretty good. So at this point we're allowed to play whatever fish we want. Story order, you go puffer, piranha, flying fish. But since we're speedrunning, we're not going to hear a ton of the story anyways. I'm going to start with flying fish because flying fish is a pain in the butt. The biggest pain in the butt, in my opinion. A lot of things can go wrong on all the flying fish levels. With practice, not so much, but stuff can still go wrong. Alright, and we're not going to die in the first room, thankfully. Let's take my time here getting out of this, because usually I try to fly out way too early. Beautiful. So, the other fish, other than the goldfish, have powers. The flying fish, if you couldn't tell, can fly, which is fun. And we get to do a lot of fun skips with flying fish. Even in this level, we start to really get to do some really fun stuff. Movement's fun. It's honestly a fun fish. It's very frustrating when you first play the game, though. As we try to skip over this cornfield, the corn you can hit the corn. This is going to be close, actually. I don't know if we're going to make this. So even though we're not in a jar and we're not breaking here, We do run out of air, which eventually makes us stop flying. And we run out of air, we have to respawn, but we made it, so it's all good. That was kind of not a great jump, though. You'll see these little bread pieces hanging around. They're the collectible. We may get a couple of them, but won't be intentional. Not a great jump again. That's a pretty good jump. This water up ahead is going to reset our bar, for our breathing bar, I guess. So you've been running out of air right there, but we got some water, so we're good. Get them gills pumped. Okay. So this is the Yellington Market that was referenced in Goldfish 3, which we just played. Oh, Grimster, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. So this jump in the demo, fun fact, used to be a real pain, but it's a lot easier now. For those of you who played this in the demo or earlier versions of this game, was a real pain. I didn't get a great jump here. Normally I would fly all the way to that white one. That lady only has tomatoes. Just want to point that out. I don't know who would want only tomatoes. Those are the worst. If you like tomatoes, like raw tomatoes, you're a strange person. And I am shaming you. Alright, major skip here. What we're trying to do is we're trying to reset the breathe by hitting that ice little box. Normally you're supposed to walk through that whole section, which we do. And we're going to go straight to the end. We're skipping checkpoints. We're skipping a lot here. But that's okay because we're about to end the level where we go down this well here. We get it on the first try, which is phenomenal. That usually takes a couple. And it's a very good Flying Fish 1 as we move on to Flying Fish 2. How's it going this evening? It's going pretty good. If anyone's wondering why I'm being weird, I am in the middle of recording, I don't even know what it's called. Kind of a commentary video run for I Am Fish for some marathons. Maybe I can use this video for multiple marathons, I hope. Flying Fish 2 has a lot of fun skips in it, including a really fun out-of-bounds skip. However, a lot of things can go wrong in this level. You stopped wondering why I was being weird months ago? It's because I've been streaming for over 10 years, and I'm a director for... I'm in a director position at a non-profit, and I'm still streaming. Alright, anyways. Jump down here, get some nice little jumps for some extra movement. It's okay. You can call me weird, it's fine, it doesn't bother me. So normally we had to do some crazy stuff, but once this out of bounds was found, this became a lot more enjoyable. And for anyone who runs this game that didn't have to do that old skip, you are blessed. So get up here, fall through, and we swim, and now we are out of bounds. Can get stuck there sometimes. Now, if we go back in and we don't hit this checkpoint, or we hit this checkpoint, and we go back in, we actually soft lock ourselves. Which is very scary. For the level. Not for the game. Cool. We're gonna wait for that to hit, just to be safe. Waiting for a sound. Okay. You can see there's multiple water boxes there. So we go back and get that checkpoint, so we get the rest of the checkpoints in the level. And we need the rest of the checkpoints in the level because A, things can go wrong. B, there's actually some skips where we're going to use the checkpoints that are really important. Not just those like momentum resetting ones. Those are always nice to have. But I mean some real we're going to be sacrificing this fish and getting a new one, basically. So right here, things can happen that are pretty annoying. Looks like we're okay though. You can get stuck under that sign. It's not a good time. Okay, we're gonna respawn, reset our momentum. See, good thing we have those checkpoints. Awesome. Hit that checkpoint. Oh no! No, we're good. We are fine. We've done that plenty of times. We're gonna fly back over this way. Normally you do a little bit of extra pathing there, but we've learned we can just fly back this way. Alright, and we pressed one of the buttons earlier, so there's only one button left to press. You can do a really nice skip by just kind of letting this last gate open, but sometimes it can glitch out, so we're going to try to let this hit first. Or we're just going to go for it, I guess. Alright, well, that's actually the ideal, fastest way to do it. I realized I didn't have enough time, so we're doing this as fast as possible. Basically, we hit that last gate before the thing went, so I've never gotten that in a run. Alright, box skip time.
Colin Burke, Bossa Labs report number 359.
First try, beautiful. We jump over the box instead of the normal way to do that. Wow, this is a very good flying fish too. Oops. Let's respawn and try that again. I jinxed it. The wings didn't look like they came out, so I was confused. I hit it twice. Okay. Ooh, rip. That's okay. We got a spawn here. A very impressive flying fish too, regardless, for getting a lot of skips that we don't normally get in a run. Okay. Alright, here's a checkpoint skip. And potentially a bucket skip. We'll go for it once. Now, we have to get to this next checkpoint or we go into the bucket. This is what I meant by sacrificing the fish, potentially. Alright, we made it. Now, we'll give this one try, otherwise we have to respawn. We'll respawn in the bucket, which is not a big deal. That's okay. So, you can sometimes fly into the last little bit of the level there. And it's really fun, and it looks great. Oh, it's hype. But, instead, we're going to go the almost intended way. So, we basically fly out there, and we go into the elevator, which is crazy. Wonderful. And that is a gold split for me, even with some mistakes. Alright, and this level, the airport, Flying Fish 3. Of course, where would you end the Flying Fish level but in the airport? This level is a pain. It is the run ender currently. Now, for a marathon, there is a part where we basically just have no more checkpoints. There's a really hard jump. There's no more checkpoints. A lot of things can go wrong. For this, I'm going to try and get it. However, at a marathon, if it fails, maybe 1 or 2 tries at it. If it fails, we're going to go the regular route. We're skipping a whole auto scroller by skipping these checkpoints, which is the only reason why we do it on this level. It's pretty crazy. This skip didn't work in one original patch because these suitcases, which we're going to use as kind of pseudo vehicles later on, didn't always render inappropriately. So you basically were kind of RNG, like crazy RNG lucking it in order to make it work for you. But one of the recent patches made the suitcases render normally, and it basically made this skip completely necessary to do in an any percent speed run. Because it just saves so much time. To the point where it's honestly just worth resetting if you can't get it. Let's see, is there any other strats coming up? Yeah, we are gonna, oops, let's respawn there, that was a mistake. We are going to be skipping a little bit of the level right here. It's just not as major as the skips later on. I just lose some time though, lost some time there. Rather than going all over there and landing in one of the fountains, we're instead going to get out of this bowl, because this bowl is restricting our movement as soon as we can. There we go. We are going to fly back and grab this checkpoint. I don't think anybody's ever not grabbed this checkpoint in a run yet, but technically we don't need checkpoints anymore. So this would actually just be a time waste, except for it's incredible to not grab this checkpoint. So much can go wrong. Oops. Speaking of which, so much can go wrong. We have a really long jump here. Kind of want a little extra there for it. This is a very long jump, but it is the second longest jump in this level. As you see us almost die. RNL just said that she has started skipping it in some of her attempts. She is the world record holder. It would be an amazing time save. I imagine right now it's, if you're in a dead run, it's probably worth going for. Because why not? Voice crack.
Oh, these machines are useless. I'm gonna miss my flight.
So there are some NPCs that like to move around here. I'm waiting for this guy to move. Perfect.
I think I'm just going to close my eyes and pick a random flight.
Kind of moving a little slow because these guys can kick you around. It's not great.
You have to buy a ticket to fly?
It's more so that your runs are dead if you don't get auto-scroller first try anyways. I don't think that's the case. Shouldn't be right now. Alright. We're going to have our second interaction with Greg here. Now, generally this would be one of the last interactions with Greg, as you do flying fish last of the 3 fish, but it's going to sound a little weird. It's going to sound a little weird. Depends on how you're feeling. Got it.
Please, I just need a holiday. I must have lost my passport. It's been a rough week.
So Greg mentions that it's been a rough week, but so far all we know is that he lost his bucket. Now this is supposed to happen after a bunch of other stuff happens to him, which you'll see later. But I kind of like doing flying fish first, because it just makes Greg seem like, man, I lost my bucket and my week was ruined. And hilariously, this other bucket's just going on behind him. So we can fall here, so we gotta be careful. Alright. So upcoming is the biggest, I'd say the single biggest and most annoying skip in the game. As we fall down here. That's okay. We're going to have to respawn, but it's not the end of the world. It's kind of weird. I know. It seems like we're dead, right? There is a water box under here. Can we get to it? Okay, cool. So yeah, there's a water box underneath there. Now we have to get into one of these suitcases. Okay. This jump is extremely difficult. And after it, we have no checkpoints if we get it. So we get it first try. Great. I want to go for that, but I'm not going to. Okay, this should go in the middle. It did not go in the middle. That's 2 in a row again. So these suitcases are supposed to go, and that is not a good suitcase angle for us. They are supposed to go, if there's 3 carousels. If it goes 1, 2, and 3, this is a reset. Okay, Arnell's telling me this is a reset. This is a really bad suitcase for us, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. Otherwise, we will have to reset. Awesome. We get an assist for this suitcase. That's Scotty's blessing for you. All right. So normally this run would have been a reset, but with some good suitcase RNG placement, we keep the run going because we are just a pro gamer. That's hype. Can't believe you pulled it off. I know! That's crazy. All right. Sometimes you can get launched out of the suitcase. We have one more incredibly important jump to make in this run. So hopefully it all goes well. Awesome. We didn't get launched out. Seems to not really launch you out anymore. We have to line this suitcase up. We're going to take our time on this because this jump's incredibly important. RNL in the chat, purposely attempting to jinx the run. Noted. Just kidding. Just kidding. Alright, that's about as good as I'm going to line it up. Take our time here. Alright, this is the last jump. Normally you go suitcase to suitcase to suitcase. We make it absolutely beautiful. We have to line this up. Nice job. Hit the button. And now we have to make sure we do not splat. That's pretty good. Not the best Flying Fish 3. But probably my best Flying Fish 3. Okay. And there we go. Very nice. Flying Fish 3 complete. On to Piranha. Now, what's cute about the end of each of these is the fish, once they reunite with the goldfish, actually help the goldfish spread the word to the other fish. So they can all be reunited. That was a pretty good Flying Fish 3. Yeah, it's gold split for me. So we get new mechanics. We get a lot of puzzles with Piranha, which is really fun. As I start to drown myself. Okay. This is a little slow for a start for Piranha 1. So a lot of the puzzles involve you breaking things to fill up the rooms with water and then breaking out. In fact, I think that's almost all the Piranha puzzles. And Piranha has a lot of fun tech. In fact, the biting in one direction makes you go faster, which is really cool. However, we have a very miserable jar section following, which is why I do Piranha before Puffer. Oops, that was a mistake. So we got some cars here, but generally if we just hug the left, we're good. That car's awfully close to the left. We're good. We're just styling this run. Ooh. Playing a little bit chicken with vehicles. We are the Piranha. We're tough. We ain't afraid of no cars. Okay. Now, we may have overshot that just a little bit. Just a wee bit there. We don't get hit by anything. Okay. Just a little. Alright. Now, that part was annoying, and I didn't do it very fast. It gets worse. in my opinion. AKA, I need to practice a little. Maybe not a lot. There we go.
Me and the girls were gonna have a big night.
And I can usually get it first, second try, each one of these things, but if I want to do it really fast, it is very scary. All right, very nice. One more little annoying section, and we get to the seagulls, which are also annoying.
How am I meant to quietly contemplate down here?
So it's ideal to actually be pushing forward. I'm just not confident, so I'm going kind of backwards. There we go. Got to respawn. It's fine. All right. Right now we have the seagulls, and they basically, if you're moving, they may come out and fly and push you around, break your jar, all of that. They were so annoying that the devs actually patched them, and now you can stop for a little bit, and they will stop aggroing. But obviously in speedruns, we don't really want to stop very much. We want to keep going. I'm going to just stop it for just a little bit. There we go. And we're lined up pretty well here, so this is nice. I thought we were. There's me eating my words. Okay, this is kind of strange. Never seen that before. Our glass did crack a little bit from the impact. Alright. We should be good. You're going to start hearing them squawk and balk and cacock. Whatever seagulls say. Eh. Alright, well, very fun jar here. I probably should have respawned. I'm going to respawn. That was a waste of time. That doesn't happen very often. Arnell is actively attempting to jinx the run. So she is saying hi, YouTube, though, so that's okay. Hi, YouTube, maybe. Just enough, I think. Not a very good Piranha 1. There we go. And we actually skip a huge section there by doing that. So if it looked kind of weird, that's what it was. Normally there's a cutscene that you have to go through. We're on to Piranha 2, a very fun level with great music. We did lose time on that. That's fine, though. A little bit more puzzle mechanics coming in here. And if you remember, I was talking earlier about how Piranha biting in one angle is kind of a fun thing that you can do. Alright, and Arno mentioned it, but if we hold up here, we're actually going to get a little bit of a launch, and it's very helpful here. It's very helpful at the end of the level, which there is some RNG to the end of the level, but hopefully it all goes well. I have not practiced Piranha or Puffer anytime recent, so... Here we go. Ooh! Well, that was really awkward. I might have messed it up. Grabbing the rope for fun. Slapping our head on a branch for fun. Grabbing the rope for fun. It's not... I don't think it's much faster to grab the ropes, to be honest. I'm not going to grab this one because if we miss it, we just slap into a rock. Alright. This is a little fun skip found by RNL. We jump over the log. You can usually go through it, and in fact, you can do some cool clips through it. But that's actually just faster. We're also getting little boosts from jumping like this a bunch, and we are also biting as we go through for another boost. Alright, we do want to bite this seagull if we can. I miss it, that's okay. We're going to get a little bit of time loss here. It's not a big deal though. Clipped through it. And the second clip. Oh, I didn't get the second clip. That's okay, though. So, normally we'd already be on the other side. We just lose, like, 20, 30 seconds, I think. We have to go to this seagull. Who's going to bring us to where we need to go. Right now, we'd probably be at that rope. I took my time there because I miss that all the time. I've been going under that log a lot lately, but it's definitely better to go over it. Alright, we got a little bit of a clip here through 2. Look, a little bit of an out of bounds here. It's very fun. Normally you have to bite through it. And we get a puzzle section. Sometimes you get caught on that. It's not fun. Hello? So we are plugging these vents up to raise the water level. I've lost so much time in the past from getting stuck on those things. Ooh, okay, so normally we like to swing that around. Didn't go very well for me there. There we go. That's how we like to do it. Now, it does matter for the second one, because it's going to make it a lot easier. There's a jump we're going to do. Makes it a lot easier. If we get it like that. That was good enough. Alright, here's an important jump. Very easy. See, that thing is going to fill up all the way. It's not the intended way to do that puzzle, but it is certainly a way to do that puzzle. We are going to be holding up and jump. Hopefully this time it goes well for us. We need some good RNG here. If we get good RNG, we get launched to the next checkpoint. This is a whole street section that's a real pain in the butt. Okay, that's not so bad. It could have been a lot worse. Usually we get... Ooh, that's not good, though. That's a bummer. That's my fault. What a shame. All right, wait for this car to go. That's okay. Maybe we would have gotten bad RNG anyways. Wait for another car to go. That is partly on my fault, honestly. All right. So that'll be a time loss for sure. Okay, one more car to go. Okay, that would have been very upsetting if I didn't make that. Very nice. So my piranhas have not gone very well so far. I felt like a new tech, kind of. Okay, we make it through. Now, there is a cutscene skip you can do here. I'm not going to go for it because it's kind of risky. Or in order to get good time out of it, it's risky. We're just going to go for the normal way to finish this run. And that is like that. Kind of weird. And you'll see there's maybe a little bit of a longer time loss here, because we have a cutscene to go through.
Greg, isn't it?
This cutscene is skippable.
Greg Fisher? You've been in a car accident. We'll get you to Barnardshire General as soon as possible.
All right, on to Piranha 3. That was a shame. All right. We are in another new vehicle, and that is the Ice Cube, which can be very interesting. It can be very fun. It can be very annoying. Nice. So I tend to like to be on... We're not quite sure how these physics work, but I tend to like to be on the larger area sides of these cubes. It gives... I feel like it gives the Piranha a little bit more freedom inside the cube to move. You'll see that there's radiators that melt us. We also can still brake like normal. And we are in the Surgeon Simulator Hospital. You can probably hear some Surgeon Simulator 2 music. We're not really on the side that I like right now, but we're going to do with it for now. I may adjust it at a spawn point at some point. When you spawn the way I like it. And tell me if you know this reference. Anybody? Seems familiar. Unfortunate we didn't land the way I wanted to. So I'm gonna respawn here. I don't lose too much time, and I think it's worth it.
What was that noise? I could have made a nasty incision.
And there's Nigel, and you can see why you only use one hand in Surgeon Simulator. Okay.
Are you a Bob?
So ideally we hit
Do you
that
need
corner
surgery?
and we
I'm
go
getting
right
quite
past him.
good.
But we lost a little bit of time. I'm going to focus a little bit because I don't want
This
this
area is
run
closed.
to
You're interrupting
evaporate
my
from
important
little
practice.
minuscule movements that I'm losing time on. These stairs can be a real pain. There's a bunch of props that can spread out and just really mess you up. We got honestly lucky. That wasn't so bad. I am going to take another respawn in a second. Yeah, so you just have a harder time moving like this. I'm going to take another respawn in just a moment. And this is the RNL Nigel skip. And it's really funny because different things can happen, but basically we're going to get up close and personal. Nigel wants to end us, basically.
Are you here for surgery? I usually only operate on Bobs, but I'll try my best.
Hey, Nigel.
Stop!
We walk right past him. Walk is a strong, incorrect word there. We're not walking. We speed run right past him. Running is also not correct. Speed swim.
After I fix Bob, I can fix you.
So I Am Bread is the prequel to Surgeon Simulator, and this kind of like ties all the stories together just a little bit. So he's doing surgery on Bob, who he got out of the
Please
car
don't
at the end of
hide.
I Am Bread.
I must get back to my work.
All right, and this is your squeamish warning. If you don't like blood, you've been warned. Just a heads up. Smells like world record in here. I swear to God, every time someone says that, I lose time. I'm losing time here. This is a commentary run. I gotta keep commentating. Okay, beautiful. Good start. Alright, please don't die here. Good. Excuse me? So we have to fill these room up with blood, which is why I gave you the squeamish warning a second ago. It's all AB. Which means it's ABBA blood. Shout out to ABBA. Very kind of them to donate their blood for this game. Ain't nothing like that Dancing Queen blood. Yeah. Alright. We should have bit enough here, but we're going to bite one more just to be sure. This wasn't very fast. Okay. We're going to use boosts here to hopefully... Oh, there we go. First try. Nice. I'm going to be using the bite a lot to move quickly. A little bit of Tokyo fish. By fish, I mean Tokyo drift. Fish thing. My jokes suck. Alright. It's fine. I think my Piranha 3 was really bad in my PB. So this should probably save us some time, even with the mistakes that were made. Huh? Okay. And look, it's Greg. Why is he in the hospital, though? I don't know. Probably because we're in the wrong order. That's all right, though. Oh, wait, no, we're in the right order. He got hit by the car. Duh. I forgot. In the previous part. Other bad things happened to him, though. That's not the end. Smile for the camera. This be a chance for more donations, I guess. There's plenty of it. I'm just talking a lot because yeah. This is the end of the level. Just got a long tube sequence. And we're going to be on to my favorite fish, the puffer fish. The best fish. And we had a very peaceful level to begin. That was a gold split for me. That Piranha level. So we can actually use the pufferfish blow or whatever. We can use his blowing powers to actually move a little bit faster and redirect ourselves a little bit faster. It doesn't help you too much, but in a pinch, it can really come in handy. A lot of the other runners don't do what I'm about to do, but I think it's kind of fun. Ooh. Well, that was not intended. So we're going to go to the checkpoint. I didn't mean to hit the thing twice, to be clear. So that's a little bit of time loss, but it's okay. If you hit it just right, it will let the ball not break, and you can get here a little bit faster, I think. It may be the same speed. It may just be a second save. It may be a little bit. I like to do it because it's fun. And that's kind of the case with a lot of the things I do on pufferfish. I guess they call them swag strats. They don't save a ton of time, or sometimes any time, but I do certain things because it's fun. So, that is the main mechanic of the pufferfish, is that rolling little bit. I don't know why I'm jumping. I'm not the Piranha. We're going to be doing a lot of rolling in this level. This is the most peaceful level, even in the speedrun. I lose time to it all the time because of how peaceful it is. But I pretty much just always say, between 4 and 5 minutes? Yeah, that's good. Let's take it. See? Lost a little bit of time there, I'm sure of it. Now, there is some optimal pathing, and we'll do some of it. There's one major trick. The thing I did, like I said, a lot of runners don't do that, so I'm not sure if I can call it part of the run or not. So one thing you can do sometimes, if I didn't hit it like that, I can unpuff and then redirect where I'm going. Like, this was a mistake. Let's respawn. That was a mistake. Like that. I got a little confused there. It's like I said, these levels I haven't played in a while. We'll grab a little piece of bread for the road. So we also use the pufferfish puff to kind of get us higher up as well. Faster. What's going on here? Am I losing time to weird things? That's okay. So I feel like the pufferfish is swimming really slow here for some reason. I don't know what's going on. But this next part, we're going to try to do this in 2 cycles, which is cool. And the first one's not so bad. It is the second. That is the real trick here. You can die here. We're going to make it. With ease. And one last little jump as we see that we are losing time to my PB. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. On to Puffer 2. One major skip and a lot of fun. This level is so fun. There's something called super jumps, which I just did right there. I kind of exhibited it. It didn't save me any time. But basically, if you puff and you're deep enough, it's going to launch you. And it's just really fun to do in this first section. There are a couple places where I do believe it does save time. This is not one of them. I just do it for fun, again. That was a mistake. This is not a place that saves you time, again. Going around, avoiding these brambles. These brambles will slow you down. And the reason it doesn't save you a lot of time is it slows your forward momentum when you're swimming up or down. So you like to go up. You like to go straight as much as you can. Like that was slow. So the time you save from the boost, most of the time you lose from swimming down. But it's fun, and it's pretty much negligible time loss, if sometimes a gain. I'll hit the thorns there. That was hot. Very nice. All right. And we are gonna be coming up on a very important skip that also can end a normal run, but if we mess it up, it's okay. We're just gonna do it again. This skip is similar to the Flying Fish 3 in the fact that even after we get it, we have no more checkpoints the rest of the level. But lucky for us, the rest of the level is easier, and it saves so much time that you have to do it. You have to do it. It skips a whole building that you don't have to go into, and more. But we do have some more super jumps here first. I got kind of confused at what part of the game I was in. Again, you don't have to do super jumps. What I'm doing is I'm basically puffing up, unpuffing, and then repuffing. It's just so fun. Hey, Mikey! How are you doing, bud? That was a mistake. Oof. There we go. Big mistakes for Mikey. I probably should be focusing on trying to get world record right now, but, you know, that's okay. This is life. This is a commentating run. Nice little jump there. Adorable. Okay, we're gonna swim through those spikes at the end. Ooh, that was close. Put a little spin on it. You call them mega jumps, super jumps, mega jumps? Yeah. Big puff jumps. We're not a chump. Do a big puff jump. Don't be a chump. Do a big puff jump. Whatever you want to call them. It was not an intended mechanic, but we actually use them for skips later in the game. We kind of use one at the end of the level here. This saves some time too. So back to the jar, and we have a very important skip coming up. As I get a little lost here. So I'm going to focus. It's another kind of out of bounds one, but we're going to do it in jar form. Resetting the Seagulls. Alright, here's the important. Losing some time here just to try and get this the first time. Seems good. All right. I'm trying to reset the Seagulls again just because I just don't want them knocking me off. I am sacrificing some time for it. And that may honestly come to my detriment with this world record potential, but it's fine. I'd rather the run just go well at this point. The skip is made. Now we have no checkpoints for the rest of the level. It's not completely over yet, but that was the hard part. RNL's calling this is world record for the 4th attempted jinx. We are going to not get jinxed. That was my last chance to really mess it up. Although I will be completely honest, my Puffer 3 is not very good, especially compared to yours. I could also die the rest of this level. Remember, there's no checkpoints the rest of this level, as I just mentioned. And I'm not going very fast either, so I'm losing quite a bit of time. And that is the last hard part to this, or last possible... I shouldn't say last possible place to die, but that is the most likely place to die for this level, so we should be good. I've noticed as the run got better and better, I've gotten slower and slower, just like, oh man, this run's going really well. I mean, Piranha was bad, but I guess ultimately Piranha ended up being better than my personal best, which is great. Oh, my sum of best is down to below 123 now. That's just fantastic. So I think I may have missed one of the super jumps. I may have just swam through it, but those waterfall super jumps, waterfall boosts, may have missed one. Now this last part, normally you have to get this fisherman to catch you, but we have a more interesting speedrunny way to complete the level, which is great. And I think you'll like it. It's one of the funniest skips. One of the most entertaining for sure. I think my favorite is actually the Nigel one, because sometimes you can run into his feet and he still won't stomp you. But this one is certainly really funny, especially when you first do it. And you can see me losing some time here. It's not a big deal. Okay, wonderful. And I was looking for the button to end the level. Alright, and you're going to see a lot of sequence breaking here. Or, I don't know if that's the correct word. Was that Scotty in the water? I don't think so. I could be wrong, though. Alright. Now we have these dreaded stairs to go down, and these stairs have given me nightmares before. Okay, should be good enough. I hope. Gonna be close. We make it. Beautiful. This jump's a little awkward. It's just fast run nerves, okay? Sometimes you gotta slow it down when you're going too fast. Let's respawn just to... What's up, fellow bucket? You can mega jump there? Oh, you can mega jump there? Interesting. All right, that's fine. We're gonna roll out here, and we're gonna go to the next checkpoint again. Not a big deal. Normally I'd go left, but this NPC can knock you away, so I'm gonna go right here and try to thread the needle in front of this dancer and the stage. It's not too bad once you've done it a few times. She'll kick us into place. This level is pretty forgiving because you can roll around and hit the checkpoints. It's just a really fun level. A lot of clubbing, and we're gonna have our last hurrah. Not our last hurrah with Greg, but one of our last hurrahs with Greg. All right, we're just gonna stay in the bucket at this point. Usually I like to roll out there if I can. Not the fastest Puffer 3, but it's been going okay.
Let me try another.
We're in the queue for the toilet, mate. Sod off.
Chuck,
All right, and one of our final vehicles. We're in Greg.
What did you put in that pint? What's the matter, Greg? Can't handle your drink?
And his friends are laughing because Greg is dying. And we're getting very lucky with the NPCs as we bump into this lady, but she is
Where
tough
are
and
the
Greg is not.
toilets?
Now, if we bump into too much, we do throw up and you die. You
Toilets.
suffocate like normal.
Need to find toilets. Toilets.
I do believe my Puffer 3 and my personal best was really bad.
Find toilets.
Okay, that lady almost got in our way, but we kind of brushed through her. It's
Sorry.
great. Overall, this has not been terrible. Could have been better. He's kind of a little weird to control. And there's a couple ways you can get out of Greg into the final section.
Sorry.
Okay, we got a little conga line here. Come on, we get through it, right? Yes, indeed. Okay. You can throw up and you can roll through a wall into a tube. It's not intended, but you can do it. You can go into the toilet, or we can go to the urinal. This is an achievement as well. Ooh, that could have been really bad. We almost died anyways. So that was a little scary, but we made it. See another donation? Or something? Alright, the final section to this level. Might be. Might be. Double might be? Oh man, oh, that's not good. Sometimes you don't play levels for a while and you forget how they work. There we go. That's okay. So much has gone right with this run that it's not so bad. And you do get stuck on these a lot. It's very annoying. Cool. Nice. At least we get through one of them. Could have gone a lot better, but it's fine. And we're on to the final level. We have all been captured. For sale. Thank you for the host. Appreciate it. What the heck? Wrong level. I meant to go to the finale. There we go. I clicked the wrong level. That's really embarrassing. So we lose some time because I'm being silly. There's Scotty, our buddy. Level skip. We skipped to level 1. Or level 3. Goldfish level 3. Get to visit our friend the jar one last time. And that was not a great segue into the jar here. I stuck here? Maybe. I might be stuck. We're good. So this fish can really be a pain. So I think we're just going to push him. Now this is technically a curse, according to my superstition, but the fish actually lives. All the fish that are not the main cast have this incredible power to be able to breathe forever. And I did curse the run. I did curse the run. That is the curse. Okay, that's fine. See, this is why we keep our superstitions. Okay, it's fine. Leave the fish alone. Alright, it's fine. He's fine. Excuse me? Okay. Woo! That was scary. We did lose a lot of time, though. We've lost a lot of time. But hopefully the rest of this can go well. Yeah, he needs to follow me. Okay. Goldfish can get a little bit lost here. Alright, we can see goldfish. That's nice. I was waiting a second so goldfish could catch up. Beautiful. Otherwise, I get a little discombobulated. Wonderful. We see how the fish are working together here. Now, call this level Leave No Fish Left Behind, as RNL says, and we end up trying to leave as many fish behind as we can. There's some instances where we can't, where we need the fish, but we are going to be skipping a lot of sections where it's just not necessary. For example, see you later, Piranha. We don't need you right now. We're going to need you in a second, though. But we're just going to respawn. We're going to hit the next respawn with the pufferfish, and then we're going to respawn. That could have gone bad. Okay. Now we do need the Piranha for this part. Ooh, I almost didn't make that. Start rolling it. I'll bite this down. Go. Didn't line it up perfectly, but it was something. Now I'm gonna do a little safety strat here and stop it directly over. Cool. I'm pulling the puffer out because we're going to need the puffer in just a moment. There's this whole puzzle section, but Kabali and RNL, the wonderful speedrunners that they are, found quite a few skips here. And we have left the goldfish behind at this point. Should be good. Nice. So if that's weird, it's because fish aren't really where they're supposed to be right now. That's kind of what's happening there. Oh, let's try that again. I didn't. I think my button actually got stuck there. Cool. That's part one. Beautiful. And again, we say hello to our flying fish friend, and we skip. Puffer would make a good basketball player. I think it'd make a good basketball. If everyone played with gloves. Nice puzzle skip. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Not bad for any percent run, for sure. Although we did die on Jar, which is pretty bad. All right, now we are going to abandon the other fish with Piranha. There's Greg banging on the glass, even though, you know, we're told as children not to bang on the glass. But apparently, Greg's parents never told him to do that. And that's, of course, because we find out that Greg's parent is the bucket. And that's why he was so upset. No, I'm just kidding. That's not true. That is a lie. We're going to be doing another skip here. It's going to be the Flying Fish show in just a moment. We love our Flying Fish skips, but we just have to trigger this next checkpoint with Piranha and also open this lid. There we go. It is now time for the Flying Fish. Going around here, just making sure we're safe. Beautiful. Not a great jump, but we'll get it, I think. Okay. Right here is a weird one. We're going to set up the flying fish in where one checkpoint is, and we're going to go to back to one of the other fish, hit the next checkpoint, and then we're going to respawn both, basically. And that should be good. Nice, and we respawn, and we go back to the flying fish. And that is the last hard skip of the game. Right here, we're just hitting another checkpoint. There we go, last hard skip of the game, and we're just finishing up. That container is the last vehicle in the game, and we just need to get all of the fish into that container to escape the aquarium together. So we're going to start with the flying fish. I'm not quite sure if the other fish can make this jump somehow. Maybe the puffer? Maybe? Some miraculous way. But speaking of the puffer, let's try to get the puffer out. No, we're gonna do it the normal way. Sometimes the fish get in each other's way, and the puffer has the worst jump, so. Man, I hate the puffer stump. Here we go. Cool. And what we just saw was... Ooh. Let's make sure we make this. And this is looking really good. Add probably 2 minutes to what time it is now. Maybe a little bit more, but we gotta finish it out strong. This was not a good turn. That was not very good. So we have to make sure we don't get stuck on anything on this next section, which is probably going to happen. Got stuck on a door there. Stuck on another door there. Most importantly, let's not get stuck on that bench. Okay, cool. This could have been slower. Okay. I think it's like a minute from the final cutscene, so this may not be sub 125, but this could be a new world record. I think it is. And we were not expecting that, but shoot. Hey, and with what an incredible Flying Fish 3.
These fish are up to something. Oh no!
Catch my stream later. All right, RNL. All right. We'll see. Let's see what the final time is. So, thank you for watching my submission video, which also turned into a world record and a good run, or should be a world record. Man. Wow, wow, wow. Sick. I will admit, this is like my 5th attempt at the submission video. I'm not saying everything went perfect, but that was a pretty darn good run. Smells like world record in here. Yeah, there we go. It's not going to be a sub 125, though. It's going to be a little bit over. Thank you for the bits, RNL. It's going to be a gold split for this level as well, even with the jar fail. A 125.08.45 gold split. Sum of best is well below 123 finally. And we have the world record back. And say hi to Scotty in the corner. The fish, and most importantly, the fish have been reunited. Thank you, RNL. Thank you. All right. I'm going to stop recording here. Hopefully that's good enough for whatever the heck I'm submitting this to.